Am I really that much to handle? Breaking these niggas down like a camel. You don't really to throw you up.
Welcome to That Authentic Podcast. I'm your host, Shanice, and together we're tapping into the heart of authenticity. Whether you're seeking self growth, navigating relationship, or exploring spirituality, this is the place for you. Let's get real, let's get raw, and let's get authentic. Join the conversation to be inspired, to live your truth. Tune in, tap in, and let's get started. So, I know y'all see my little onesie. We in January, but I don't care because it's still giving. I'm feeling festive. I'm not ready to give it up. And so what? So what about it? I'm not. I said, you know what? Let me do my little onesie. Me and my son got matching onesies, and my dog got like a little cute. And we still festive. And what about it? Anywho, you know. So today I wanted to dive into a topic that I know a lot of us can relate to. It is very close to it hits really dear to my heart. So today we're going to be diving into the topic support and the lack of. Have you ever felt like people are watching but not engaging? You have lots of views, but you're not getting no likes or comments. And it's like the people that you thought were going to support you are nowhere to be found, at least not when it counts. And let's unpack what it means to recognize true support and how faith plays a really big role in this journey. We'll explore how some people stay silent, how to handle the expectations that we put on others, and why God's vision for you is greater than any human approval. Okay? So it's wild how you can get over 100 views on your post, but barely any likes and comments. People are watching, but they not showing you love. And sometimes that silence speaks louder than words, especially when you have questions like, do they really even support me? Or is it all talk? It doesn't cost a thing to like a post, leave a comment, share a video. Yet, for some reason, people hold back. If they really believed in you, wouldn't it be shown through their actions, not just their words? I've had moments where people have told me in my face, yeah, bro, I got you. But when it came time to show up online, they were nowhere to be found. It's really disappointing, but it is very eye opening. Here's what I've learned: not everyone is meant to see or understand the vision that God has for you, and that's okay. God's placed the calling on your heart, not theirs. Your purpose does not mean or depend on anyone's validation. Sometimes God allows the silence to reveal it's who truly is for you. He has a way of reminding us that your success is in his hands, not theirs. And true supporters show up, even in the small ways. They don't just watch, they engage and they're uplifting. They're not phony. The phonies, though, they're the ones who only show up in your face and when it benefits them. Support. Sometimes people's lack of support has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them and their own insecurities or lack of vision. God's plan for you does not rely on anyone's approval. Keep creating, keep showing up, and keep trusting that the right people will align in your journey. Engagement isn't always the measure of impact. Even if your engagement isn't always the measure of impact, if you're reaching one person, you're making a difference. Support is a beautiful thing, but it isn't everything. What matters the most is staying true to the purpose and the calling that God has on your life. If this episode resonated with you at all, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, support is free. Let's lift each other up. So I did want to, as I was talking about God's purpose and plan on your life, there's two scriptures that caught my attention. And so it was Proverbs 27:17. that says, as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. That was deep because it's written in the word that it is so important to look out for one another and care for one another. And I think that is like one of the biggest qualities that I think God has placed on me. And although it has its moments where maybe I don't feel as much appreciated or my expectations for people be a little bit higher than needed, just because like I know that when I'm doing anything, I go above and beyond. And that's just who I am. That's my heart. And that's just what it is. And I'm sensitive. It's okay. I'm just one of God's children, you know what I'm saying? And then also, um, 1 Thessalonians 5:11. I think I'm saying that wrong. If I'm butchering it, all my Christians put it in the chat how I read that. Okay, thank you. But it reads, therefore, encourage one another and build each other up, just as in fact you are doing. And so for me, like I said, like I am a very give 100%. I'm I just care so much. And I feel like because I care so much, my expectations for where I feel like people are sometimes are just a little bit too high. I'm putting expectations on people that don't deserve that expectation. So I hope if anyone could relate to what I'm saying, please leave a comment. Um, it really just dawned on me today, really, just because I'm like looking at my views. I had like 516 views, 2 likes, and a comment. And I really thought to myself, like, wow, people aren't engaging, but people are seeing what I'm doing. And I was just like, dang, like, that kind of made me like reflect a little bit on how the people, like, I feel like I thought I had like at least a good 5 people, but neither here or there. Um, I know that the right people will align. I know I'm going to get some backlash. Some people are going to like my podcast, some people aren't. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions. My mom always used to tell me, Shanice's opinions are like an asshole. Everybody has one. And so I've taken that with me. And listen, it has been my backbone. Shout out to Mom for that was a real one. That was a real one for real. And so, yeah, I just want to thank you guys again for tuning in. And again, just keep doing what you're doing, because what God has for you is not meant for no one but you. I know it's not easy, but you got this, sis. You got this, bro. Keep growing, keep grinding. Peace out.